How are you?
Fine, thanks, and how are you?
I'm okay. Welcome to the auditions.
Thank you.
Feel free. Okay,
Okay.
so firstly, could you just tell us about yourself? Your name, your age, what you do for a living?
Okay. My name is Gisomo Majalo, and I am the current reigning Miss Blantyre 2016, 2015, 2016. I'm 22 years old, and I have just finished my degree at the University of Malawi, the Polytechnic. I was studying I was studying accounting, so I finished the bachelor's degree in accounting. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I just wanted to know from you if you are aware of the theme for Miss Malawi 2016-2017.
Yes, I am.
What is it?
It's called how to control population growth, tourism, and um, the plight in Malawiana girl, something close to that.
Malawiano?
Malawiana, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Then before I go into that, I just want to know why do you want to be Miss Malawi? Is it because you're Miss Blantyre and then you want to proceed and become Miss Malawi or what? What even made you become Miss Blantyre? Why do you want to be a beauty queen?
Okay. I think this is a way of promoting female empowerment because I want to be influential. I want to be able to help. I want to be able to stand out as a role model for the girls out there, the young girls that are, maybe they're depressed or they don't think they can do anything in the world. Or, yeah, basically, I want to stand out as a role model and
Okay.
tell people that you can also, pursue your talents. Yeah.
All right, just almost. So should you become Miss Malawi 2016-2017? What I want to know is, what would you do as Miss Malawi to positively contribute towards the mitigation of this overpopulation challenge?
Okay. First of all, I would start by encouraging young girls to stay in school because if they stay in school, they'll be able to know that the consequences of having a high population. Because if we have a big population, what happens is that we have there's so much consumption of things, resources, and everything. So they'll be able to know those things, and also they'll be able to know how teenage pregnancies. Because if they get married at a young age, they'll be sorry, if they know that marriage is not good for young people, they'll be able to reason and to know that it's not good because maybe it gives them a lifespan, a very big span for them to bear more children. And also at the same time, I would educate, I would have like seminars with girls and try and, put across the idea that people should have, women should have the right to education. They should, because education helps. Because if you're, okay, in the past, okay, not now, but then in the past, usually it was, the case was that women were seen as very, they were belittled as compared to men. And this made them, very submissive to men. It's not wrong to be submissive, but then if you're educated and you know you're empowered, you have something to do at the end of the day, you know the repercussions of the things that you do. So yeah, I would also encourage women to, to be able to feel the power, to be able to, do something out of their lives, not just stay at home and bear children. Yeah, and also maybe encourage medical facilities because these medical facilities, they help to educate people about contraceptives, and also maybe I would also encourage this to contribute or to provide cheaper contraceptives for so people can be able to reduce the population, and also because of good health care. Yeah, because I said I would encourage healthcare, good healthcare. Because of good healthcare, people will be able to go there and get good medical facilities. Therefore, there will be low children immortality. So if children are not dying, people or the parents will not see the need of trying to produce more at the end of the day. And sorry, Is it too long? My answers are too long?
I was going to say thank you so much for the powerful sermon. You and Blandina will get along and you'd have a lot of these sermons together.
Okay, all right.
Okay, no, you feel free to finish what you wanted to say.
Okay, because I want to tackle the tourism part as well and the Malawiana side. Okay, so yeah, my last point on the population is that I think also legislation is needed in Malawi because you know how we have places like China, they have all these legislations. I don't know how many children or something, 2 children, yeah. They, uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah, maybe if we have those things in legislation like no child labor, because children won't even, because parents won't be like, oh, we will send the children to, to go do these things and whatnot. So yeah, legislation is needed, and yeah, let's discourage young marriages. Yeah, and on the tourism part, I think it is very needed that Malawi should encourage or should focus more on tourism because tourism does bring it does bring a lot of foreign currency in Malawi that can be used to help the development of certain infrastructures in Malawi and everything. And yeah, on the Malawian girl child, I think it's basically the same thing with population because basically they need education. With education, I believe they can be able to surpass most of their hardships and everything. Yeah.
All right, as I already said, Chisomo, thank you very much for the sermon. We enjoyed ourselves listening to that. We did, didn't we?
And we all loved it, man. It was so instructive. You said Chisomo?
Machalo.
Much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chisomo.
Thank you.